Thank you very much for that storytelling. I think that was very much needed because we are humans and very quickly we tend to normalize things. And we have normalized things so much that now we don't speak about that violence anymore. Our attention is now turned to what happened in Pahalgam and the ongoing war. So we live in a country where we move from event to event and we forget the past very quickly. We're also in a country where I feel that there is selective empathy, that what happens in the Northeast does not bother people in Delhi too much. We are too distant. I've said this again and again, we share just 1% of our boundaries with India, 99% with foreign countries. Otherwise, for any person who is in power in Delhi, I think this should matter a lot. Recently, I met with Bertel Lindner, and he said that the northeastern frontier is as traumatic as the western frontier, and it cannot be taken for granted. And we know now what is happening in Bangladesh. We actually do not know what is cooking where. We live in very uncertain times. I went through the book which was sent to me as a soft copy, and it made me weep because the very word invisible scars, when you think about it, if you have a cut on any part of the body, you can put medicine, apply some ointment, it will heal. But the trauma inside us, what we've seen happening, the head of David Thing hanging, I think that kind of picture will remain with us forever. And then when we listen to the stories of how people escaped on that night of May 3rd, we just feel that we live in a place which is so very insecure and there's nobody to help. No one to call out to for help. When I went to the relief camps, the little children, they wanted to have meat. For too long they had been just eating vegetables and eggs. And meat is part of our daily diet, actually, of us tribals. But where could you get all that? We visited the mission hospital. Thankfully, some of the workers from RIMS had come there and they were able to give some kind of help support, but that was minimal. And this is what is evident when one goes to the hills of Manipur. There is nothing of consequence. There's no institution of consequence in the hills. How was this allowed to happen for now 75 years? How is it that in a state, all the infrastructure is located in the valley? And why did we allow that to happen? What has happened to our voices? What about the people we elected after every 5 years? Why are they not able to make a difference? I think the problem is also with all of us. In a democracy, we are voters and we're supposed to have a voice. But like the storyteller said, as women especially, we have learned to internalize everything. We are told not to speak. And this is a lesson that we have to learn today, that if we have to survive in a country with so many diversities, we need to speak up. We need to form a joint platform for speaking up.